Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Vannin and you have joined me on my solo... Oh, hello. Archaeopteryx. Nose diving. The thing. I'm not sure he's well, you know. I think there might be something wrong with him. Anyway, you've joined me here on Ark, my solo playthrough. And you can see I've had a costume change. I decided it was about time we upgraded from the cloth armor and go with the metal armor. What's it called? Flak. That's the word I'm looking for. Flak armor in the proper colors. All the other colors are fake and they are not correct. These are the correct proper colors. So, moving forwards. What's that? That is my frosty, cold stuff, armor. That's the word I'm looking for. Apparently words are very difficult today. Need water. Need food. Do we have any food? We don't have food, but we do have food in an uncut variety. Oh no, wait, hang on. We have got food. I'm just blind. They can go there. Right. We have food. We have water. He's doing that. Last episode, we got ourselves a Basilosaurus. Those Archaeopteryx things, they're not... There's something a bit wrong with them. Anyway, moving onwards. So, last episode we got ourselves a Basilo. We need to get some more, but I will do that off camera. What's that Quetzal again? Level 35. I'm sure that Wildcard have made a change, because write in the comments below if anybody else has seen one of them Quetzals in the Redwoods flying this low. Anybody else based in the Redwoods before? And see, I have never seen them this low, like regularly. Anyway, moving on. So, I've had a look at some of the comments of places that we can go and look at for base ideas. So we're going to head over this way towards the mosh pit. We'll go and have a bit of a look over there. When we get a bit closer, we'll get our butts on the ground. We will get going along the beaches on Thylabak. So yeah, today we are looking for a water pen location. So we're going to check out all the different ones that people have suggested, and then we will go with whichever one we think is the best. I say we, but you know, you guys aren't here with me right now to help me decide. So you're rubbish. You're not as bad, but bad. So I'm not opposed to taming things that aren't, you know, like amazing levels. However, 75 is, yeah, no thanks. Right, so I'm going to get further over this way and then I'll bring these guys back because this is slow. Yeah, I'll bring you guys back in a minute. Right, so we are back. We are here, stuck on a tree. This is over by the mosh pit, this area over here. Now this is a really, really cool location. I have based over here before now. Obviously that hasn't been on camera, but I have based over here before. The first time I ever did the entirety of the story mode as it was at the time. So we were waiting for Genesis to drop. And I played it with a bunch of other incredibly cool people. You know who you are. So I have based over here before, and we did a... say we. Mostly one guy. Awesome builder. Did a pen down there. So, I have already played in this section, as it were. And I have a feeling I would only end up trying to recreate or something like that to what was done over here before. So, even though that the easy underwater cave is literally just over there, it's like pretty much where that drop's coming down, sort of. No. Is... it will suck. Now, one that wasn't on the... sort of list of what you guys proposed is one that's crossed my mind. Now, I mentioned this before about making a like an outpost for oil, but over there is actually a hole that goes into the water. It'd be a tough build. Might look quite good though. Maybe we'll just leave that as an oil outpost. So, past the Carnos and the Sabertooth. And we'll head down the coast. Now, it's not very far down the coast, but just down in this area here isn't a horrendous shout either. So there's a little bit of water, a little bit of sort of area before there's then the drop off, and the easy underwater cave is literally just round here somewhere. So that area isn't too bad. Then you've got this long straight over here. So again, not too much land before it drops off. Bit rocky. You can kind of see that you've got enough area for like a bassie under the water here, and you've still got land to build on, so you don't have to worry about like stuff below, which can be a little bit of a pain in the backside. Alternatively, we have in here this is deep enough for sharks and sarcos and stingrays and all the other carry-on, but you can kind of get a Tuso in here, but with cryopods, I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be brutally honest. So you put a gate down here, for instance, or you just build across with some foundations or what have you, and you'll stop the sharks from being able to swim in, because yeah, just about, yeah. So that's looking the best as far as I'm concerned so far, because I've got a lot of space there, a lot of area to breed up, and if I'm going to build a water pen, I may as well build one where I can do any kind of water creature, because Tusos are a thing. So The next one is just around the corner. It is at the Red Ob. So here we are at the Red Ob, and we're very warm. Silly raptors. So, can't remember who it was that posted here, or about here. I will look it up. So editing me will look up who it was that suggested here. I got dreadful memory. As is evident when I all the time. Normally because I'm trying to search for the word, which normally eludes me. So yeah, you just put gates across here, and you know, you've got yourself like a ready-made breeding pen. So Red Ob's a possibility. A lot of ichthyes though. That's a bit of a down. I'm not a fan of an ichthy. Not the thing in the water, but the flappy irritants. Just to steal everything. Them and pegos. Dreadful inventions. So, round here, no, because of the descending titanosaurs. Imagine one of them falling me, Red. That would be a bad day. These are more streams than anything else around here. I just felt there should have been a cave or something around here. Again, around here, not too bad. You have a bit of land, but not very much. It is very shallow. So, yeah, maybe not here. There's the trusty houseboat where it lives. Just down here. Not be a good idea coming over here, Shark, trust me. You'll have a very bad day. In here wouldn't be, like, horrendous as an idea. You have piranha. How easy? You can block that off pretty easy. You can block over there off pretty easy. And over there pretty easy as well. Get the baryonyx in here and put it on aggressive. Once it's all blocked off, and that'll keep everything else out of there. So there's a possibility too. So of course all of these ones are on this left-hand side of the map. Going down the bottom, there's not a huge amount, but there is just down near the standing stones, which is right down the bottom, sort of between 50 and 60 longitude. So, well, let's head down there. So I will cut and bring you guys back when we are down at that location. Check that one out and see whether that's any good for a water pen. So one little notable addition to here. It's not... Dude, I'm recording. Yeah, seriously. It's not something that I would consider whilst playing vanilla. If I was using like a building mod like a S Plus or Castles, Keeps and Forts, something like that, then in this location here, which is just down here, so where the arrow is pointing is literally where our starter shack was. So if we were doing like something with a building mod, then 1000% I would consider in here, because look how deep it is. So you can fill in one end and then the other end, and then you have a big section. You could do like a couple of bridges, like one at one end with the gates underneath, and a bridge that end with the gates underneath, being like gatehouses, and that would give you that. I'm not the biggest fan of building underwater with vanilla, just because some of the snap points you can't stack foundations, which I find very frustrating. It is 1000% doable in vanilla. Truth be told, can't be bothered. So yeah, that location is a no in terms of vanilla, but if you're playing with something like S Plus, fantastic location, because S Plus just makes life a little bit easier for you. But onwards, as we're heading that way. Back in a minute. Okay, so here is you've got the standing stones there, so we are this location here. Fun fact, fun little thing. First time I ever played Ark, played on official PvE on Xbox, not even on PC, but on Xbox. First time I ever played it, and I built a base in this very location. There was a monstrous base over there, but I built a little base here. First ever playthrough, ever. Didn't get very far. Built a raft, sailed up the coast, got hit by Lee Sickness. Not fun. So this is a potential location. It's not overly deep, as you can see. So easy to build. There is like a Sarco spawn down here. There are a few ichthyes, but... And there is obviously piranha as well. But... potentially... So far, for me, it's between here and the other similar sort of thing further up the coast. So it's between these two, as far as I'm concerned so far. So this one or the other one. But let's keep going. More to see. Now, in my opinion, my humble opinion, the very best location on the island to make a water base is over there. That's Herbivore Island. You can very easily block off the actual bay itself, and it is just second to none. Need to be careful a little bit. So I have a video, which I'll link up at the top here for you. I have a video that shows you how you can build on Herbivore Island without actually affecting any of the metal spawns whatsoever. So you just build on the outer arms effectively. Now if you do that and follow that perfectly and then use the water pen, you will occasionally get oh, what are they called? Stingrays, so mantas. You'll get mantas spawning in there, so you do need to have something like a Bassie or something like that on neutral in there, or on aggressive or something in there, just to clear any of those that spawn out and things like that. So if you're off doing something or whatever, you don't end up having your new Bassie that's growing up or something end up dying, what have you. But in my opinion, that is the best location for a water pen. However, I've already done that to death, so I'm not going to do it. Over on this side of the island, So we're kind of down the bottom right hand corner of the island. We have another one of these, you know, deep areas here. Again, in my opinion, fantastic if I wanted to sit and build for hours, or if I had S Plus, probably do it in a heartbeat. Building in that area requires a lot of pillars and a lot of grinding. So no thanks. Further down here, past this stick that I got stuck on. Oh, I must go back as well and go and have a look, because when I was editing the last video, I noticed that I tamed up. I thought I'd tamed up the Bassie, but I hadn't. I tamed up the Ichthy. So I must go back and actually see if it's still there somewhere. So along here isn't too bad either, because you have got this area here that baby bassies could sort of like grow up in. Be easy to pen that off, and we're not too far from the hard water cave, which is just on the other side of the swamp. So not very pretty, is it? No, vetoed because of that dillo there. That one. All because of him. We can't live here with bassies. Your fault. Right, onwards. So, last one on the list of places to look at is Carno Island. Don't know where Carno Island is? It's that one up in the top right hand corner. It's exactly the same as Herbivore Island, only slightly bigger and the other way round. In terms of, it's all carnivores and no... Well, there are some herbivores on there. But, yeah, all carnivores. Very munchy. Not recommended for bases. Anyway, what I was thinking of is down here. So I think somebody else mentioned somewhere here. So this is very similar to those other two that I was talking about, but it's not as deep. So it's much, much easier and less work to wall that off and then put a gate on it. Yeah, you have stupid piranhas, but... See, I don't mind this location, but because we're further north, the annoyances are a lot more bitey. So you got terror birds there. Just a bit further down the coast, so just past a pack of aloes. Carnos in this area. You get Rexes a bit further down, and there's very often a giga on that mountain, and they like hiding in them trees. And as we all know, one singular tree can mask a giga. It's a thing. It's definitely a thing. So, for me, it is going to be between those two. So the one over on the far left hand side between 60 and 70 latitude. So between 60 and 70 latitude and sort of like, what was it, 15 longitude? So in there. Or in between 50 and 60 longitude at about, say, 85 latitude, something like that, in those areas there. So it's between those two, and I'm going to have a little think on it. Now, I'm recording this and uploading this on a Wednesday. The next video I will do will be on Friday, and it will be the build video. So, you have until sometime on Friday to post your comment about what you think between one of those two locations. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So, those are my picks, as it were, for or the locations that I would suggest if you're looking to make a water pen on the island. number one, shadow, without a shadow of a doubt, absolute hands down winner would be Herbivore Island. If I hadn't done a video on it already, and if I haven't based there like a million times already. So, yeah. Herbivore Island, number one for water pen, without a shadow of a doubt. But the other ones are the ones that I would recommend. So, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so you get notified when I post new content. And until next time, guys, look after yourselves.